So I just woke up not long ago, and it is, dang, it is windy out, but it is a really nice, it's a really beautiful day out today, which is kind of common in my area in a sense, because funny enough, I live in an area that was considered. I live in Gary, Indiana, which was considered like a murder capital at one point. And I'm like looking around, I could see it. My area, it's not too bad. I mean, heck, this is my childhood home. And the stuff outside of it, yeah, it's honestly pretty. It's pretty rough. Not gonna lie. Like even now, like things at this house have just gotten a bit lost to time. Just like this is my backyard. This is a deck we had, but due to lack of maintenance, it's kind of been a little iffy. But yeah, you have a nice view of the sky. Like there's this like sun obviously glaring down. I don't know if you can see that. What's funny is these vines over here are pretty much, I don't know if they still do grow them. They're grapevines, because my grandfather, who is a literal living legend, he would make wine back in the day. Like he would make his own wine, and I didn't know what it was. I thought he made actual grape juice for a second. But no, he just made wine. So yeah, you're not gonna lie, didn't really know what to record or upload. Kind of just wanted to take a minute to, you know, be out in nature a little bit, bask in the sun for a bit, because I see a wasp. Yeah, I see a wasp back here. But yeah, kind of just wanted to take a moment to look at nature. I especially started doing this since the stuff with my mom the past few months, which it really helped me considering I was in quite a really depressive state of things. And looking back on it now, I'm like, yeah, I probably should have captured more moments like this before, to be honest. I'm like, yeah, look at that, look at the trees. Yeah, look at those trees. Yeah, clear blue skies, or mostly clear. There's not many clouds, but yeah. Gonna just move over here for the sake of hiding my address. But yeah, just wanted to make this video just for the sake of, I don't know, talking a lot about nature. Because I like nature, obviously. It's one of the reasons why I chose my name. Like, why I chose VerdantxFrost. Because verdant is pretty self-explanatory. It's basically green. Which is funny for me, because my last name is green. Like the actual color. And I like nature, which is also green. And then frost represents blue, can represent the sky, and also kind of represents winter in a sense, considering I also like winter. But summer, the spring to summer transition, definitely my favorite seasons. Well, definitely my favorite season. Summer is pretty much my favorite season. Yeah. Yeah, while I've been recording these past few days, kind of just churning out uploads, kind of wanted to take a moment to, I guess, sit outside, get some air for a moment. Especially considering how our Wi-Fi is currently out because someone didn't pay the bill for the internet. Which I'm not upset about. I could wait on that. I do have stuff that needs to be uploaded and finished. But, flies. Just insects. I have an opportunity to actually breathe, get some proper air. Because staying inside, I'm an introvert. I like to stay inside. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure I'm the only introvert in my family. But you do need to actually get some air. Like, you do need to not stay cooped up inside all the time, even if you are an introvert. Like, just sit outside, catch a breather. Jeez, these insects. Dang. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of insects, if it wasn't obvious. But yeah. Yep. Just gonna give you one last shot of the sky. Yeah, I'm still recording. Just one last good shot of the sky, the trees, all that goodness. Yeah, this is basically where my home is. This is my childhood home. And I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know, come the future, depending on how things go with YouTube and life and college. I don't know if I'm gonna end up going somewhere better, or hopefully going somewhere, like, I'm hoping I either go somewhere better, stay here for the time being, and hopefully don't go somewhere worse. So yeah. Also, I kind of want to talk a little bit just about something that's kind of been on my mind for a moment as well, and that's stagnation. Because in my family, it seems to be quite a common trait. Bees. Stagnation seems to be a common trait in my family, in which some of us just are, they prefer to be comfortable where they are. And I get that. It's scary. It's scary. We're in a current state of living in which things going on are just changing too fast. Things happen too fast. A lot happen too fast. Not gonna lie. When it came to my mom passing, none of us expected it whatsoever. When it came to the world, when it comes to any and everything going on, it's like, dang. Like that, like the haphazard, how do I describe it? The haphazardous demeanor of things throughout life is kind of why people tend to stay stagnant, because it's a sense of comfort in stuff that's really uncomfortable. Bees, dang. I don't know why bees are flying around me, but yeah, stagnation is kind of a thing in my family. It's kind of a common trait in my family, and I don't like it. And I'd like to break out of that cycle, because remaining just still stagnant, not trying to move forward or grow into a better person or be the person you want to be, simply out of just fear of being, just changing, being judged. It's scary, I get it. Like, what I'm doing is scary. I feel like y'all are gonna judge me now for the fact that I live in a ghetto-ish area, or the fact that I'm just sitting out ranting about nature and babbling on about whatever. But I'm still going for it. I'm still doing YouTube. I like doing these videos. I'd like to make something out of this. I'd like to be how do I explain it? I'd like to be one of the people that decided to stand up and actually change things. And I don't know if y'all can hear pretty well because it is a little windy. But I'm hoping you can hear me pretty well. But yeah, I'd like to be someone that stands up, takes initiative, and decides to make a change for themselves like I'm doing now. And of course it gets even windier. My door closed. But yeah, I'd like to be a person that continues to decide to take initiative for themselves. And I kind of want to pass this along as a message to say, yeah, what you want to do might be scary, but no one else is going to do it for you. It's what you want to do. You kind of have to push yourself try to push that fear out of your mind for a second. Maybe try distracting yourself with what you want your future to be like. Because I've done that quite a bit when it comes to recording. I think about what my future house could be like, where my future home could be like, how things could be. Like, even when it comes to driving, I still am learning how to drive, even though I'm 20. But I also didn't really have those kinds of figures in my family. I didn't really have too many figures at the moment in my family to teach me about certain stuff, like driving or bills or things like that, you know. But still working on it. Like, as of right now, I'm still working on getting my license. I have my permit. Still working on getting my license and eventually actually getting on the road. Especially considering how, when it comes to college, I'm gonna need to be going back and forth on my own. Because, you know, college. And that in itself is scary, because it's the road. People are very, very hectic on the road. But I'm still trying to go for it. And I've thankfully gotten a lot of advice from my uncle, my youngest uncle, who is also a black sheep in our very, very odd family. And my eldest uncle, who is the closest family member that me and my sister have to really help us with navigating stuff when it comes to our grandparents and our mom. But yeah, stagnation, I want to break out of that cycle when it comes to my family, because it's happened with my grandmother. My grandfather's starting to get into that stage, especially with age with the two of them. My grandfather's in his 90s, like he's going on 100. My grandmother's just starting her 80s, and she's possibly developing dementia. I have no clue. I'm kind of worried about that. Plus, she's also got a few other issues as well. Then my uncle, kind of worried about, no, my eldest uncle, he's kind of worried about just them being comfortable, not really, you know, working on changing a whole lot, just working on getting the house and stuff situated. And then my sister, she's dealing with school, and then I'm pretty sure she also wants to be just out, done with everything, which I get that. And then you have my youngest uncle, who ended up taking initiative and was one of the first out of our family, at least on our side of the family, to end up going somewhere entirely different. Like I think my mom first went to Virginia, that's where she had me. And then my uncles, one of my uncles, I don't know if anyone convinced her to move back. I guess it was my grandparents that pretty much pushed her to move back here. And then, next thing you know, she stayed. My uncle, on the other hand, went from Gary to Texas, which I still have yet to actually see him in Texas. But I still talk to him a lot. I don't know if I want to say my favorite uncle, but he's that one person that I definitely have been able to speak to about a lot of good advice. He's given me a lot of good advice. I felt like I could just rant to him about anything. He's actually aware of my YouTube channel, and he's like, yeah, I support it. And I'm like, okay, cool. That is sick. And I don't know if I talked to him about just this whole just staying in one, just stuck in, I guess, limbo in a sense, for lack of a better word. But I guess if he sees this video, he'll know, because I'm talking about it now. But yeah, one goal that I'd like to make, one goal that I'd like to achieve when it comes to this channel and just my life in general as of right now, is to not remain stagnant anymore. Because that's kind of been something that's happened because of my youth, thinking that I'm going to be young forever, my mom passing, again, thinking that I'm going to be young forever, and also just grieving, and not really acknowledging so much of what's going on around me, in a sense. But honestly, the main thing that perpetuates me just not wanting to stay stuck anymore is the fact that I've honestly come to terms with my mortality way earlier than some. And I'm like, dude, if you're gonna die, at least do something that you've wanted to do for the longest time. even if talking about death is grim, which it is grim, it's never really the best kind of subject to talk on in which you could be super casual about it, but it does sadly need to be talked about. So, yeah. I would like to not be stuck in this current position anymore as it pertains to YouTube or life and stuff like that. I'd like to not be stuck anymore. I'd like to actually grow this channel into something special, something that could actually be life-changing. Because it is possible. It's just a matter of putting in the time and the effort. Like Corey Kenshin said. Like the Shogun himself has said. You put in the work, you will get results. Yeah, he said it quite a few times in a few of his videos. I can't give an exact... Like, I'm pretty sure that's around what he said. I don't know verbatim what he said. But I know it was around the lines of, you put in the work, and you will get the results. And that's what I am trying to do. That is what I am going to do. That is what I'm going to make sure that I do. And it's going to take time. Like, it's going to take a lot of time. Like, especially when it comes to me uploading and dealing with family stuff. Like, heck, I'm outside while my grandfather taking a nap inside just to get a little bit of air, and I'm going to check on him again later, a little bit after I finish this video, before I even start to edit. But yeah, I'd like to not be stuck anymore, and I would hope that you join me on this journey to grow into something better, grow into a better, just a newer, greater person. Because I can admit, not the best person. I'd like to be better. And better in the sense of just improving myself, improving my confidence, stuff like that. And I'm hoping that you will give me a chance to help me grow. You, the viewer watching this video. I'm hoping you will give me a chance to grow. And I hope I can reiterate this to you, to not let yourself get stuck in this state of limbo in which you're constantly just remaining stagnant, feeling like nothing is changing for you. Don't let yourself get down there. It's possible for you to completely do a 180 on your life, on your path. It doesn't feel possible sometimes, but there are moments in which you have to, it's a constant mindset thing in which you need to make sure that you have it ingrained in your head as to why you're doing what you do. Make sure that you help boost your self-confidence, because self-talk, positive self-talk, is a real thing, and it definitely works. It works a good bit with me because I've started trying it, and it's not going to be easy. None of this is going to be easy, but I think that's what makes a lot of this stuff worth it. The fact that it's not easy. Anything worthwhile, sadly, doesn't come easy. It really doesn't sometimes. There's going to be roadblocks. There's going to be just you doubting yourself, you questioning a lot of what you're doing, which I'm pretty sure is pretty self-explanatory for a lot of people. Whether it's bigger YouTubers or just people like myself who are just common folk in this world we live in. Which, at the end of the day, everyone's just a common person. Everyone's just the same, status or not. Whether they're of a higher status or have a higher following, we're all the same, in a sense. We're all the same, but we're different, in a sense. It's basically what I'm saying. So yeah, at the end of the day, how do I summarize this in a good way to end the video? Wind blowing. At the end of the day, don't let yourself remain stuck in limbo forever. It's one thing to be there for a while, but don't let yourself remain there forever. Because the last thing you want is to live with the regret of what the heck would have happened had I changed and done something better. Because I feel like I've thought about that a lot sometimes. And I'm just 20, and I don't want to think about that again. I want to be something better, and I want you to be something better, viewer who's watching this video. Do not let yourself stay stuck in this limbo state forever. because a good amount of work that you put in to whatever you want to do can be life-changing. Yeah, I'm still looking around at the trees and stuff. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant of mine about nature, about me moving forward, me when it comes to success. I hope you guys enjoyed this little switch up. Not exactly a switch up, but just a change in things. I'm obviously going to be still doing gaming stuff, obviously. But I'd like to diversify a little bit of stuff I do. And it is still really windy. But hopefully it doesn't really pick up a whole lot of that. I guess we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me just going on a tangent about, honestly, just me, myself, you, hoping that you do good as well. Please like and subscribe for more. I would appreciate the support. Leave a comment down below. Yeah, subscribe for more. And as always, stay frosty, my people.